Dan, when it comes to selecting films, how important is the celebrity factor? Do you and Theo think that films that have recognizable stars have an edge over films that have sort of no-name talent, so to speak? And do you also factor in the potential presence of these, quote, stars at the festival as part of the appeal?
Yeah, in part, yeah. I mean, anyone saying differently would probably be kind of lying. I mean, you have to take into in consideration that this is Hollywood. We are in Hollywood. And other festivals, maybe other cities that people can't attend, or that may not be the same kind of factor. We're in the backyard of all of this. Our festival takes place right next door to where the Oscars are taking place in a few hours. Like, this is where we are. So that's part of it. I mean, we have opening night, which has always been kind of a star kind of premiere platform. We want premiere films. We want the highest quality films, and we also want a certain star factor. That's part of what opening night is. Red carpet, big event. We want to merge the A-list Hollywood with the indie filmmakers and kind of bring that together. That's kind of been the way we've done that, and that's our philosophy for that night. So in that standpoint, we're looking for that. But the program as a whole, I mean, not as much. I mean, it's more about the films, how they fit the programs, the type of films they are, and just and again, the competition setting, just which films are up for certain awards and which films will win and which films will program in the festival. We're not so concerned with our regular program with the celebrity factor as much as that factors in opening night most. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, I mean, if someone's going to be attending, it's good to know. I mean, you don't really know that before, and people can say that all the time. I mean, you don't really know. I mean, they could say they'll attend, they like to attend, it's nice to know and all, but if we don't like the film and it still doesn't work, and it's not something that we feel is going to fit opening night and not going to fit a program, then we'll have to put aside and strongly consider not playing the film. I mean, it's not like, okay, they'll come. What if they don't come? They might not come. I mean, there's no guarantee anything in this town when it comes to celebrities, but it's good to know at least that people are aware and that they are supporting the project. Never hurts that a celebrity is backing a film, and if you do like the film, it's great. Like, oh, we want to program this, and that person's behind it. They'll talk about it. They'll get it out there. That'll help with potential attendance and things, and people getting the word out. We want people to get excited about the festival, get the word out for the festival, for their film, for our festival, and for the other filmmakers. I mean, everyone wants a good crowd, and to mingle with stars and whatnot. But you also want to just go back to, again, the simple thing of, is the film good or not? Is it? We've had a lot of films over the years just with celebrities, and awful, awful, and we've easily rejected them. I mean, there's just no, and even if we know they're going to come or not, I mean, we don't even get to that point with some of those films. I mean, it's like, granted, they're not. I'm not talking about films with like A-list stars. I mean, that's we haven't had that where they're bad films. Usually the A-list stars have done stuff that's of quality, but like there's stuff that more B stars and people that are like no recognizable faces on TV or whatnot, good talented actors, that my feeling is they're just doing stuff for hobby, and they pick up a camera because they can and just make something, and like anyone else, it's not easy, and it's not like you can just pick up a camera and make a film and make it good just because you are such and such. That doesn't work. So we've seen some films over the years, obviously won't name any names, but some movies that are just, you had some talent, you're like, oh, that was, I wish that would work, I wish that was good because we could program them, but we just can't. I mean, there's some films, you'd be surprised, some of the stuff. It was just, again, I go back to, I feel like my personal philosophy on those films is actors with downtime. I'm gonna pick up a camera and just make a movie, get some friends together because we have actor friends that are working and, recognizable faces, and we'll make a film and submit to all these festivals and everyone will just love us. But there's been some films like that that are just pretty bad, like really, really bad. Because again, they're lacking a lot of elements. Editing's bad, the sound quality's bad. It's like anything else. It's got to be of a certain production value, a certain quality, and a certain filmmaking quality that they lack. Because again, filmmaking is difficult, and you have to know what you're doing. And just because they're a talented actor and they pick up a camera doesn't mean that's going to happen. Better if they trusted someone else to direct the film for them. But again, it's part of the directors want to be actors, actors want to be directors, and that kind of thing. So we've seen some films that it's you want to program a quality film on the screen. So there is it gives them a more exposure look. Like, it gives us even a chance to think about it. So I'll say that. Like, you see a celebrity, oh, I like this guy, he's great in this. So you're going to give it an extra little, maybe you give it a second look again, because you're like, I don't want to give it, you might, I'll be honest, but if the film isn't good and it's not up to par, then it's not up to par. And not only wouldn't be fair, but also, we're trying to program, what we program is what we're picking. So we say, oh, who picked this movie? Oh, I did. oh, you picked that. That's what you're putting on the screen. Like that's, you know, I don't want to be. That's kind of embarrassing. So you know, that would reflect on us if we pick those movies just based on because what's such and such in it. But yeah, but that movie was awful. Oh yeah, well, what do you say? So yeah, it does go back to the quality of the film. But yes, I think it does help. It can't hurt. In general, it can't hurt to have name talent in your film. It just can't. Outside of certain fests that are strictly indie, you know, some fests are very like staunch about, you know, they want strictly independent film. They want, you know, there's some of those out there. But outside of that, yeah, I think it does help to have name talent in your film, certainly. And if they're back in the film, certainly, without question.